You know those moments in life that feel too crazy to be real? The ones you replay over and over in your mind thinking, did that seriously just happen? Well, buckle up, because what went down at my baby shower was one of those moments. And trust me, you're going to want to hear every last second of it. Oh, and if you love wild, unbelievable real-life stories, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like this video, and drop a comment telling me your craziest family moment. I'm dying to hear. When I imagined my baby shower, I pictured something sweet and serene. You know, pastel decorations, a cake shaped like a diaper, a couple of harmless games, and lots of happy tears. What I didn't picture was standing there soaking wet, mascara dripping down my face, clutching my stomach and trying to process the fact that my own mother had just shoved me, yes, shoved me, into the pool. It all started a few months ago when my mom, bless her enthusiastic heart, insisted on throwing me the perfect baby shower. And when I say perfect, I mean her idea of perfect. Huge guest lists, catered food, a DJ, basically a small wedding. I tried to protest, but if you have a mom like mine, you know that once she gets an idea into her head, there's no turning back. She spent weeks planning, color-coded lists, mood boards, vendor calls at 2 a.m. There was even talk of getting doves to release into the sky. I thought she was joking until she actually called a guy named Dove Dave. Anyway, the day finally arrived. The backyard had been transformed into what can only be described as a Pinterest fever dream. Giant pink and blue balloon arches. Floral centerpieces that probably cost more than my first car. A custom-built dessert table that looked like it belonged at a royal banquet. And right in the center of it all, the pool, sparkling, crystal clear, and just begging for disaster. I wore a flowy white dress that hugged my baby bump just right, feeling like a literal goddess. For about 10 minutes, everything was perfect. Guests arrived, hugs and laughter filled the air, and my mom was buzzing around, soaking up compliments like a queen bee. Then came the games. If you've ever been to a baby shower, you know there's this sacred law of cheesy games. Guess the baby food flavor, pin the pacifier on the baby, speed diapering a doll. Cute, harmless fun. But my mom, she wanted something different, something memorable. She organized this relay race. I'm not even kidding. Full-grown adults, most of whom hadn't sprinted since high school, were running around the backyard with balloons stuffed under their shirts, doing obstacle courses designed for Olympic athletes. It was chaos. Hilarious, sure, but chaos. And that's when it happened. During the final event, a three-legged race where you had to carry a baby, a water balloon, without dropping it, my mom decided I should participate. Mind you, I'm 7 months pregnant at this point. I tried to politely decline, but she was already tying a scarf around my leg, pairing me up with my cousin Jake, who's roughly the size of a refrigerator. Everyone was cheering. The music was blasting. I thought, okay, just shuffle a few steps, pretend to try, and call it a day. We started off okay. Slow and wobbly, but upright. Jake kept yelling, left, right, left, like we were marching into battle. I was laughing so hard I could barely breathe. The finish line was right in front of the pool, maybe a few feet away. And then it happened. As we stumbled toward the finish line, Jake lost his footing. He jerked sideways, tugging me with him. I stumbled, flailed, and somehow ended up heading straight for the pool. And then, like some sort of slow-motion superhero movie, my mom, standing by the edge, arms flailing, decided the best way to help me was to push me. Yep, full palms on my back, a mighty shove, straight into the deep end. The whole backyard went silent for half a second. One of those cinematic moments where even the birds stopped chirping. And then, splash. The water was freezing, my dress ballooned around me like a marshmallow. I surfaced, gasping, mascara streaming down my cheeks, trying to figure out what had just happened. At first there was nothing, just shocked silence. And then my mom started screaming. Not because she was worried about me, oh no, but because she thought she'd ruined everything. I could hear her through the splashing and laughter, yelling, "The photographer! The photos! The dress! I floated there, stunned, soaking, feeling my little one kicking in my belly as if even they were like, "What just happened, Mom?" And then I started laughing. I laughed so hard I thought I might actually give birth right there in the pool. It was one of those uncontrollable, can't breathe, tears streaming, belly aching laughs. And soon everyone else joined in. Guests were doubled over. Someone nearly fell into the pool trying to help me out. The DJ started playing Splish Splash without missing a beat. When I finally climbed out, with the help of about 3 people, my dress was see-through. My hair was plastered to my face. And you know what? I had never felt more beautiful, more alive, more ridiculously, wonderfully human. My mom, of course, was mortified. She kept apologizing between fits of giggles, wrapping me in about 5 beach towels, offering to pay for 1,000 new dresses, and swearing she thought she was helping by pushing me toward Jake instead of the pool. And the best part? The photographer caught the exact moment of impact. There's this incredible shot where I'm midair, arms pinwheeling, my mom's hands still extended like she's launching a volleyball. It's framed in our hallway now, a reminder that life, especially life with family, is unpredictable, messy, and utterly heartbreakingly hilarious. After that, well, the party turned into more of a pool party. People started kicking off their shoes and jumping in, fully clothed. My Aunt Sally cannonballed, Jake belly flopped, even my grandma got in, floaties and all. It was like something shifted in the air. A reminder that perfection isn't found in carefully curated moments, but in the unexpected, the imperfect, the completely unscripted. Later that night, as I sat wrapped in towels, eating soggy cake, and feeling my baby dance inside me, I realized something. This was the best baby shower I could have ever asked for. Not because everything went according to plan, but because it didn't. Because life, just like parenthood, is messy. It's wild. It knocks you off your feet, dunks you headfirst into the deep end when you least expect it. And somehow you learn to float, to laugh, to let go. My mom still cringes when we talk about it. She still says, "I'm so sorry, honey," every time we pass that hallway picture. But honestly, I wouldn't change a thing. If anything, it was the perfect start to the crazy, unpredictable, beautifully chaotic journey of motherhood. So yeah, my mom shoved me into a pool at my baby shower, and it was the best thing that ever happened. Thanks for sticking around to hear my wild story. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below telling me the most unforgettable thing your family's ever done. I want to hear everything. And trust me, if you think this story was wild, just wait until you hear what happened the day I went into labor. Stay tuned.